The deepest form of slavery is the hunger to be understood. Most men think slavery is external. It's not. It's internal dependence. And if your peace depends on someone else getting you, you're not free. Here's the part that stings. You don't want understanding, you want approval. And those are not the same thing. Understanding feels noble. Approval feels addictive. One builds strength, the other builds dependence. Take a look at your life. Where are you over-explaining? Where are you defending decisions that don't require a defense? Where are you frustrated because someone doesn't agree? That frustration, it's a leash, and you're holding the wrong end. If someone has to understand you for you to feel calm, they control your nervous system. That's not philosophy, that's biology. Your emotional regulation is now outsourced. You've handed over your internal thermostat. The Stoics saw this clearly. They never chased agreement, they chased character. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake up asking, will they understand me today? He asked, will I conduct myself with integrity today? That's a big difference. One seeks validation, the other one builds alignment. Let me make this practical. When you over-explain, you're negotiating your identity. When you defend unnecessarily, you're asking for permission. And when you argue to be understood, you're trying to control perception. And control perception is exhausting. Here's the hard truth. Not everyone is designed to understand your path, my brother. Growth looks irrational to people committed to comfort. Discipline looks extreme to people who are addicted to ease. Silence looks weak to the people who equate noise with power. So when they misunderstand you, it's not always a flaw, it's a filter. Misunderstanding reveals alignment gaps, and if someone can't understand your standards, it might mean they don't share your values, and that's okay. You're not here to be universally understood, you're here to be internally aligned. Those are two different missions, my brother. Alignment is quiet, it doesn't shout, it doesn't beg, it doesn't campaign, it acts. When you're aligned, you don't need applause. You don't need consensus. You don't need to explain your every move. You move with conviction, and conviction doesn't require commentary. Ask yourself this: if no one clapped, would you still choose this path? And if no one agreed, would you still stand firm? If the room misunderstood you, would you remain steady? If the answer is no, you're still negotiating with approval. And this is where most people break, because misunderstanding triggers the ego. Body tightens, heart rate increases. You want to correct them, fix them, convince them. But the Codex teaches us something different. Regulation precedes reason. If you cannot stay calm when misunderstood, you're not anchored, you're reactive. Peace that depends on agreement is fragile peace. Peace that depends on alignment is unshakable. One collapses in conflict, the other strengthens through it. And that's where most men confuse intensity with power. Anger isn't power, conviction is. So how do you break free? 3 disciplines. First, say less, do more. Results speak louder than explanations. If your life reflects your values, you don't need a speech. Second, detach from universal approval. Not everyone's meant to walk with you. Some are spectators, some are critics, few are aligned. Third, anchor to principle. If it aligns with your code, that's enough. And here's the paradox. The less you need to be understood, the more grounded you become. And the more grounded you become, the more respect you command. Not because you demanded it, because you no longer chase it. And people feel that. When you stop explaining, you stop leaking energy. And when you stop defending, you stop negotiating identity. When you stop chasing understanding, you build authority. Alignment is internal architecture. Approval is external noise. One builds structure, the other builds dependency. You don't need to be understood, you need to be aligned. Because misunderstanding cannot shake a man who's rooted in principle. Approval is a leash, alignment is freedom. Choose wisely.